What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Trailer Park Live. There we go. Welcome back to the Trailer Park Live, right here on the 2nd Street Marvel. We're coming at you live every single Friday night, typically at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But you know, you know what? I'm not even gonna make any goddamn excuses for it, except for shit, man. It's some long fucking days, all right. Wake up at 4:30 in the morning. Typically about 4, actually. Watch WandaVision about 8 times. Stream in the morning with my man Chillmonger. Go to work. Have a long ass day at work. You know what I'm saying? You have a long fucking day at work. You're tired. You get home. And shit, man. You like hanging out and everything's all good. And then you go live and, you know, you accidentally you hit the wrong stream. You know, and then, you know, just other things happen. That's life, right? Guys, I apologize. We'll be back on track soon enough. Soon enough, WandaVision's gonna end, and then I'll have to come up with some other bullshit excuse for why I can't be here at 8 p.m. For all of you, all the Myrtle Maniacs, and all of the other viewers out there. Thank you so much for being here today. Now, if this is your first time here, thank you so much for being here. Like I said, I'm normally, well... yeah. Anyway, but what I typically do is I get into some comic books that I pulled for the week, and then I get in and I interact with you on the live chats and talk about just some of the shit that has happened throughout the week. And oh man, what a week it is. And yes, Jonathan Velasquez was first once again. He was first on the stream that I put up a few minutes ago. That was like, hey, whatever. I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyway, guys. One of the, you know what, maybe we'll just go ahead and start off with this one. I dropped a video yesterday morning talking about just some quick fire reviews about a lot of the comic books that I pulled for the week. And today, we're going to talk about the other couple that I didn't get to. Well, I've actually got one I still didn't read. Three technically. But 2 of them I have absolutely no plan of reading anytime soon, and that was the Marvel Legacy Voices and Captain Marvel issue number 26. Believe me, I've got a pile probably this thick. Like, can you tell by comparison? Here, you needed me to put a Coke can next to it so you can compare sizes. Like, never mind. Yeah. So, yeah, Bermuda, baby. Yeah, man. So. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. Still got to read Ice Cream Man. The other ones I'm probably not going to be reading anytime soon. But what we have got here is one of the ones I read, Stray Dogs, issue number 1. This book, yeah, I'm not some of these books I'm like, I think that was this just slapped together? Was this like a boy band kind of thing? Was this like Image got together and was like, okay, let's get some people together and just make a comic book? Because when you get here into this into Stray Dogs, chapter 1, excuse me, called Good Girl. The writer is Tony Fleeks. The artist is Trish Forstner. The colorist is Brad Simpson. The layouts are Tone Rodriguez. Or is that Tony? Maybe. The flatter is Lauren Perry. Logo and design is Lauren Herda. And pre-press is done by Gabriella Downey. And I have no clue who did the letters here. So maybe the artist did the letters here as well or something. I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell's going on here sometimes, man. Anyway, point being is this is like supposed to be like a horror comic book, but like dogs. And right here, oh, look. They got a review from a writer right here on the back of the book for you. Look, right there on the back of the book, they got a, yeah, look. Oh, you know what? Let's try this. See if this works out. Yeah, maybe that would be a little bit better. Look, they got you a nice little thing you can read right there from a writer, from Brian Michael Bendis. Yeah. My favorite thing about comics is when someone shows you something you didn't know you needed. The Secret Life of Pets meets 7? Yes, please. Welcome to Stray Dogs. I was blown away. Brian Michael Bendis. Nothing like a good old-fashioned circle jerk, right? Nothing like a good old-fashioned circle jerk. I don't know. Stray Dogs was actually a pretty decent read. I mean, it was just that. It's Secret Life of Pets meets just that, like a horror movie kind of feel vibe thingy. Yeah. I thought it was a pretty decent setup. I'm gonna continue reading it. It wasn't bad. But it does seem just like that, like Brian Michael Bendis said. Like, you didn't know this till you needed it until you got it. And it's like, you get it and you're like, they've got a name for this. Brian Michael Bendis. It's called a mashup. That's what you did here. Of course, I guess we should already know that just like oh man, where'd that? Just like Hollywood, we know comic books, I guess, ain't really got much else to offer anymore either. It's already been done. It's a done deal. No need to worry about it. Just take this over here because this was good. Take this over here. This was good. Just mash them together. Hey, what? It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Why try to make it original or anything? We don't want to do that. Let's just take this movie over here and mash it with that movie over there. It works. People will be entertained. People will buy it. Speaking of, you know what else people will buy? People will buy a comic book about Twitter. They will buy a comic book about Twitter, and not only will they buy a comic book about Twitter, but they'll actually go ahead and they'll buy a comic book about Twitter, but they'll also make a TV show based on the comic book about Twitter. The Department of Truth, issue number 6, got read through all of this and everything. I don't know. Did I cover this? I felt like I covered this. It wasn't not a bad read. I like how it kind of expanded the story here going on in Department of Truth. Kind of. But I will say that they got a different artist here in this issue, and look at this Doonesbury art bullshit. Like, if I wanted shit that I could read in the fucking in the newspaper, in the comic book, hey, but that's nothing. You get that Doonesbury bullshit art. Look, wait what happens until you get into this shit here with this guy who goes to see this old fucking lady and talk about shit. Look at that. What the hell is that? Like, seriously? Come on, man. Come on, James Tynan the Fourth. What's up with this, man? Seriously? Now, I'll be honest with you. It's not a bad book. The book is actually pretty decent. And it was just a filler issue. Let's face it. It was a filler issue is what it was. This being a filler issue and the junky art, it's not enough to turn me off from the series. I'm probably going to read through about the first 10 issues or so, and that'll probably be about it. I'll probably call it quits on Department of Truth, maybe go for trades after that. Altogether, a pretty decent read, but it is actually getting ready to be turned into a TV show. And I think, did we learn about this at the tail end of last week? And I forgot to talk. I remember I was talking about it earlier this week as well. But yeah, it's getting ready to be. It's being optioned for a show. I didn't really read the article on the Hollywood Reporter about who. Oh man, what's going on there? About who is about who's producing it or who optioned or anything. But I mean, it's probably something like. God, what's their name? Netflix, or maybe it's Apple. Maybe Apple took that. You think Apple took that one? Nah, it's probably Amazon. There we go. It's probably Amazon. Okay. Yeah, so it's getting ready to turn into a TV show. People are going to be into it, hey, right? This is what we do. Comic books, Netflix pitches. Woo! I'm kidding. Department of Truth will actually probably make a pretty decent TV show. Now the next thing I wanted to talk about was this right here. This right here, guys. Ooh, what's that? A little speck of dust or something on there? What is that? I don't know. Got a speck of something on there, it seems like. I don't know. Anyway, I picked this up. Something's Killing the Children, Volume 2. Just picked this up. What is this? $14.99 for the trade paperback. What is it? Issues 5 through 10? 6 through 10. 6 through 10? 6 through 10. Something's Killing the Children. Pretty decent read. You know, been picking up more of these, you know, picking up more trades here. And, man, where'd the other one go? I don't know where the other one went here. I also finally picked up Year Zero, Volume 1 as well. But, yeah, that's just kind of really all I've got for, like, comic book kind of stuff that I haven't already covered this week on the show. Some pretty decent books coming out. You know, the other one I read was Post Americana, issue number 3 as well. It's actually a decent read. It's not too bad. If you haven't been reading, it's kind of a post-apocalyptic kind of thing, you know, going on. And these people went and hid in this bunker that was in a mountain. And basically what happened is it was supposed to be, you know, for like the president and all, you know, all the important people of the world. Well, what happened is, you know, a bunch of rich people, you know how those rich white people are. They all bought their tickets to go there instead of the president's. And eventually one of these white boys went on some excavation acting like he was Jesus. And he came back. He came back and he tried to be God. And he took over the gosh dang mountain, man. He took over the mountain. Yeah. You can see opening up here. Got this nice little mech robot. I don't know. This book is kind of funny. Like, it's on Image Comics, Post Americana. Like, you know, seeing a lot of the things that they do, like, in comic books these days. And look, just because they do something in a comic book, like, you know, look, you'll hear everybody talk about in the comic books, you know, they're trying to push this agenda, that agenda, blah, blah, blah. You know, everybody, you know, they've got to tokenize all these characters. They've got to race change. They've got to race swap and everything. All these characters, gender swap all these characters and all this bullshit. And you know what? Honestly, we see it in a lot of books. It happens in a lot of books. And I'll be honest, and we see it happen in movies too. And you know what? Here's the thing. Look, it's not always a bad thing, right? It's not always. You can do something and still make it interesting. You can still make it decent, but that doesn't mean every time that you do it that it's good, that it's gonna work out, right? Doesn't mean that it's gonna work. Be that way every time. Every time you do something, it don't have to be that way, right? But like, it gets to the point here where, you know, you get into this book. You got the insufferable girl who she's basically Iron Man. She's got these limbs. She got these limbs here that are like, they like in that last book, they pulled this whole fucking Iron Man 3 scene out of there where she was waiting for her limbs to come to her. Like, I'm gonna kick your ass. You're first, by the way. Like, in 3, 2, 1. Yeah. They did that whole thing in there. But then of course, you know, so they're going through here, and of course she's tough and she's helping of course this cuck, you know, this weenie. She's helping him on his mission because he needs the help, you know, like he's been doing shit for years, but all of a sudden, like, she comes along with her bionic fucking arms. And yeah, anyway, point being, she goes, and of course, who was it that raised her after her mom was taken away and killed? Yeah, that's right. These two guys, you know, and these two guys aren't just scientists. They're not just experimenting in the lab. And of course, I mean, like, hey, look, I'm just saying, mud diversity. It's all there, man. Like, look, I get it. Like, really, seriously, I get this shit. I get, like, all the things, you know, how people feel about everybody gotta put look, not everything has to be like this. Not every Yeah! Lord Veedo said, buy a comic on Veedo. Whew! I'm going to, my man. God bless you. Oh, wait. The little thing already came up, didn't it? Right? Hey! Thank you, Lord Veedo. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. But here's the thing, is like when it comes to these comic books, when it comes to these movies and everything, look, there's nothing wrong with having strong female characters. There's nothing wrong with having gay characters. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see any problem with that. But there comes to a point where every book I open, I know exactly what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? I could probably sit here and go through this whole fucking stack of comic books and go through, obviously, I just talked about that one. Ooh, Something is Killing the Children. Erica Slaughter, the strong girl who goes around and beats up a bunch of monsters, and she's insufferable. Department of Truth, we always says about cancel. We already covered Stray Dogs. Ice Cream Man. It's just a great fucking book. It's just a great book. I haven't read it, so I don't know. Oh, titties! Haven't read it, but I'm sure. But I'll be honest with you, that one is probably quite the opposite spectrum of that, where you look on it and you see a bunch of smut and boobies, and let me tell you, you open it up and it's a bunch of smut and boobies. So hey, it's either hot or cold, right? It's either hot or cold. That right there speaks for itself. You know what? Crossover. I think Crossover, this is one of them bullshit fucking books, man. Donnie Cates, you know what? Here. Can I just say this? I'm just gonna say this. Look, this guy right there, like, here. I'm just gonna say it. Fuck Donnie Cates, man. Like, everybody wants to suck this dude's wang, and like he's not, like, I haven't read it. Like, the first arc. Oh yeah! Mike Porter with a $40.99 super chat says, here's another one. Thank you. Oh, is that what we're doing now? Is that what we're having? Okay. Lord Veedo with a $5 super chat says, buy some Dutches on Veed. Also, I'm on the Buds of Justice now. Nice. The Buds of Justice, huh? Yeah. I like that. The Buds of Justice. Do you smoke that in the halls of I don't know. Like, Anyway, Crossover. This book by Donnie Cates. Like this book right here. Donnie Cates, for one. I don't know. I don't think he's that great of a writer. Two, you get in here and like I swear, in this fucking book, this girl's name, the girl here on the cover, the main hero girl, her name is Ellie. Her parents named her Ellipsis. Kind of like that ellipsis right there in the title and the thing. And you get in here and you start reading it. And I swear, what they do is, like here on that first page, they tried not to do it. Like they had a challenge. But what they try to do is they try to see how many fucking times you can put an ellipsis in a goddamn sentence. Like every single, here, let me see if I can. I think that's probably turned up a little bit too high. I'm making myself look too white. All right. Right, like you'll see it there. We'll get into this, into these conversations. Look how many goddamn ellipses they use in there. Like, they're all over the fucking place. Like some of this shit, you'll get in here. And look at this. Look how many there is. All right. I know there is this one page. I'm sitting here like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, what are you trying to do? Like, look at this. Okay, look. Like this whole thing right here. You see them all through there. You see them all through here. You see them all through there. See them all through there. Right? Let's see. I mean, you just go and go and go and dude, it's like constantly, like this whole fucking book, like the whole thing, every single conversation is like they're trying to just like use an ellipsis on there. Like it don't have to do that. It don't have to do that. You can just write sentences out. Not everything has to end on. Does it? Huh? Do you think? Huh? You know, like, seriously, like, Donny Cates. Huh. Yep. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, what's the next book? Oh, yeah. Bunch of white people in the 50s. They fucking hate Russians. Typical, right? Technology. Okay, this one's a good fucking book, too. I breathe the body. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Paranormal Hitman. That was a good one. You know what? Okay. Crimson Flower. I'm gonna give Crimson Flower a pass because this is a good fucking book, too. This is a good one, too. And it's got a female. That's what I'm saying. But female character, she's kicking ass. It's a good one, though. Okay, we did these. All right. And that's the thing. Is like, you can pick out any number of these books. Any number of these books, you're going to get the character. What are they going to do? They're going to have to be gay. They're going to have to be this. They're going to have, it's like, you know what? It don't have to be all that. You can write stories, you can write characters and do all this stuff. And not everything has to be that. Scout's Honor. I open up Scout's Honor. Remember Scout's Honor on Aftershock Comics? Good book, but I open it up and I'm not even halfway through the goddamn book. I'm probably like 3 pages in. I'm reading the book and I'm like, oh, okay, well, great. Okay, it's all about the Boy Scouts, these Ranger Scouts, and they're in an underground society. These all bunch of dudes. There's no women. So you know, the main person that we're following, the main character, is a fucking girl. And she's going to end up kicking everyone's ass. Yeah. Woo! That one came out of nowhere. I would have never guessed. I don't know, man. Like, yeah. Right? God dang, man. Like, look. I know one thing that's... One of the things that's probably hardest out there in the world to do, and I'll say because I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I'm not a writer. But it's... I guarantee you it's probably creating a new character and a new story and introducing these characters, these new stories, especially a hero out there that people are going to like and want to invest in, right? But it can be done. It happens all the time. Maybe not so much these days, but it happens all the time. And, you know, there's really no excuse to have to rehash any of this, reboot that, do a new one of these, do a new one of those, make Leslie Jones Superman. Man. You know? And like I said, it's not that none of these, like, it's the fact that you do, it's a paint by numbers thing at this point. You know, it's like you got the boxes checked. You know what you want to do, and you put each one of your little characters there, and like, you know, if it's got, it can't be like a story, like it can't have like the man, nothing can be just like the actual real world, right? It's always hyper emphasized, right? But I know. That's how it's always been, right? You look on the big screen, and all you seen was white people. Because that's all there is in the world, is a bunch of white people walking around. I walk out my front door, I see white people everywhere. Everyone else hides. It's America. Anyway, guys, I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of on one too, because, you know, we got that news today. And here's the thing. I've seen over the last couple of days people like acting surprised about this shit. People are like, oh my god, J.J. Abrams is directing a new Spider. He's going to be producing a new Superman movie. Yeah, no shit. We knew that like a year ago. I think we knew that over a year ago. That's not news. But yeah, we got everybody out there acting like they're surprised about this news that J.J. Abrams is coming in to produce a new Superman movie. Bad Robot. Like, believe me when I say, I know that a lot of these clickbaiters and fucking mouth breathers on YouTube are fucking dolts and can't tell their fucking head from a hole in the ground. But that's an old story. Now, what's a new story is Ta-Nehisi Coates coming on to pen the script. Don't look good. Let me tell you. I haven't read anything from Ta-Nehisi Coates. Ta-Nehisi? Ta-Nehisi. I know I'm butchering the fuck. I know I'm butchering his name. I don't mean to, but I read the whole, like, I can't remember what else I've read by him. I think I read one issue of Black Panther, and I can't really say that it was enough to judge whether it was, like, really good or not. I was like, you know. But I read the whole Captain America run that he's done, from issue 1 through issue, like, 25 is where I finally stopped, is where I started, is where I stopped pulling it. Just because, like, the book is not fucking good. It's not, like, really that great. Like, the first 10 issues of that new Cap series, the one that Ta-Nehisi Coates is writing, it was okay. And then it just kind of got into this thing. It's just kind of like, Cap's not even in this book. The art in this book went to shit. Why, like, you know what? And honestly, after about the first couple of, like, I don't know, I'd say those first 10 issues, that's really when I kind of stopped reading. I kind of fell way behind on it. And the art went to shit. And really, it was just cover buys for those fucking fire Alex Ross covers, right? You know that, like, that's how they get a lot of their sales. Alex Ross doing those fucking covers, dude. I'll buy a fucking comic book. I have no plans whatsoever of reading for an Alex Ross cover. You know those J. Scott Campbell covers? Yeah, like that one right there, that Black Cat. I'll buy Black Cat just for that fucking cover. But Black Cat was actually a decent series. Ooh, Jung In June right there. Yeah, Black Widow. Yeah, they're okay. But you know who does art very similar to Jung In June is Inyuk Lee, and I will absolutely buy a fucking Marvel comic book just for an Inyuk Lee cover. Absolutely. But I can tell you one thing that is not selling Captain America books right now, and that's Ta-Nehisi Coates' writing. Now, is that to say that this new Superman movie that he's going to pen the script for is going to suck? No. For all I know, it could actually be good. Maybe he was just writing comic books along with his other books that he's written to just get a job writing movies. And maybe that's actually a job that he's going to care about. He's actually going to care about those scripts and really want to sink his all into them, right? Yeah. But having worked with a lot of people like this, I just have a feeling that, like, you know, it's one of those people who, you know, is like kind of like not a very good worker, and they suddenly realize, like, they want to make more money. So, like, how do I make more money? Oh, get promoted. What I got to do to get promoted? I suck. I'm not very good. So I'm gonna have to figure something out here. And so they kiss a lot of ass. Maybe they work a little bit hard, maybe to improve a little bit. And they get the promotion. And like, you know what? This fucking sucks. This is shitty. They don't like the job. They just do whatever, and it fucking sucks. And they drive the thing, drive the shit into the ground and all that stuff. You know, I kind of feel like that's what's going on here. Like, yeah, I finally got this job that I didn't really want. You know, it sounded good. I knew I could do it. I mean, I did this. I got handed this and that. I don't know, man. Like I said, it could be good. And I think it'll be good seeing Leslie Jones come in to play Soups. It'll be good. Anyway, I'm probably going on a little too much. Let's go ahead and get here into the live chat. See what's up with everybody. I see we got my man XR Coon in the building. We got Jonathan Velasquez. Park Outdoors is here. We got my man Mike Porter in the building. We got Chris from Chaos and Comics. What is up, my man? Oh, what's with the bacon? Bacon? Did I miss something? Bacon and pancakes. Oh, damn. What are you guys talking about? Bacon, cakes, and bats? Bacon, pancakes, and bats. What are we talking about here, fellas? I mean, are we talking about Saturday morning breakfast? Yeah, way to cap off the week. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, Phantom Stranger, Myrtle King, meteor shit. Oh man, Trinity takes it like bacon. You can't just have one, right? Yeah, man. Shouts out to Bendis. Yeah. Just a few minutes into the trailer park and Trinity's already talking about circle jerks. I know. I know. I know. 10 people here and only 5 likes. How rude. How wooed. I know. Let's get those dislikes up. Shit. Phantom Stranger says Stray Dogs is 101 Dalmatians meets the Human Centipede. Yeah, maybe something like that. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I thought it was entertaining. I can't wait to see how it is. And that's how Baby Myrtle was made. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man, that's funny. Can't wait till they cancel it. Oh no, I'm a little behind. Till they cancel what? What did we cancel? Since I was first, I only see 1 like. Oh yeah, you got to refresh. You got to go back and refresh. You got to restart the stream over again, or like you got to shut it down and then start over again. Bacon. Why do I keep posting bacon over and over again? Because I can't find a. Oh, I see. What are you spamming my chat? You son of a. Oh. Phantom Stranger says Doonesbury bullshit. Respect Gary Trudeau. Fam, dig the homage. Yeah, you know, it's not that. What it is like look, like I was saying, $3.99 for a comic book, and you want to take my $3.99 and without just saying like, hey, this issue is really just a fuck you issue. Like, you know, like I kind of feel like it's all that bullshit they pulled over in Marvel a few weeks ago or a few months ago at this point. I don't read that bullshit anymore. In the Ten of Swords. Actually, they've been pulling that shit since the whole... actually, they started doing that bullshit during the House of X, Powers of X fucking shit. Where they did the... you know what I'm talking about. The Twilight Sword of the Enemy tore the world asunder, and what was once 1 is now 2, and blah 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 fucking blah, dude. I'm telling you, I could have quoted you that fucking bullshit. It was stupid. They ran these same pages in these fucking comic books over and over and over. I'm telling you, there were certain panels, certain pages that they did that shit like it's in at least 5 different fucking books. And you know what? No. $4.99, I don't give a no. The Dunes, but yeah, and that's what I'll say. Doonesbury bullshit, fuck yeah. Fuck it. You have built an expectation over these last handful of issues, these last 5 issues. You've built this expectation, you built this story, and then you're gonna give us this fucking trash bullshit fucking art in the middle of this story? Like, it's kind of unforgivable. But like I said, I've enjoyed the story enough. It's not gonna turn me away from reading it. I'm honestly not even that pissed off about it. But I will say that yes, it is Doonesbury bullshit. It is Doonesbury bullshit. Marvel Maniac, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. Living the dream as always. Nice. All right. Yeah, I'm going to sleep. Have a good night. All right, have a good one, XR. Yeah, Lord Veedo, hello there. How are you doing, man? How's work going? Nah, you can't be working this late. This late, it's got to be late there for you. This is the time Veedo's awake. Woke up at 8:30 p.m. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah. If only we had the Dorito emoji. Dorito emoji. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know. Always a pleasure seeing the man himself, Mike motherfucking Porter. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'm up now because night shift is like regular days for me. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Yeah, I need some... Oh, man. What's with the Doritos emoji? I need to know. I need to know with the Doritos thing. Yeah. On that notification timing. Oh, man. Tarot always got cans on the cover. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Do you know what it has on the inside? But yeah, it does. Yeah. Tarot does. It's good. I think I've picked up I've got like 3 or 4 of those issues that I've picked up. I picked up. I see that guy, Jim Balance. He does like some like Kickstarters, Indiegogos and shit. He does. Yeah. Q Balls here says I don't watch Denzel as Superman. You mean what? I don't know. I just like how it sounds. Oh, okay. The Buds of Justice. Oh man. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you the man. You the man, Lord Veedo. Yeah, he said I'm just trying to keep up. Whew, how very clever. Oh shit, just got a little darker in it. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, is it? How's it? Yeah, it looks like it's good now. Denzel as Alonzo Rell. Krypton ain't got shit on me. Right. And you know, here's the funny thing is like I've heard people talking about, you know, and they're bringing up this whole thing again with Michael B. Jordan. I was over actually on Bruce and Stephanie Comics and they were talking about it too, like with some of the news and stuff, because people are writing all these clickbait articles and bullshit since Ta-Nehisi Coates is going to be writing this. And, you know, it's being speculated at this point. I don't think that we even know that it's true that he wants, you know, they're going to do Black Superman. For the most part, I like I said, I haven't read the news. I'm sure that could just be grifters on YouTube saying that, grifters on, you know, with all those clickbait articles. But a lot of people are talking about Ta-Nehisi Coates is probably going to come in and do Black Superman, which I don't know. I don't know. Didn't they do that in the comics? They did it in the comics, right? Remember one thing, folks. Just like anything else, just because they do it in the comics doesn't mean it was worth a damn. All right? They could have done it in the comics and it fucking sucks. Right? Just, there's a whole lot of, they could have done something in the book and it sucks. Right? If, you know, you watch a movie that was based on a book, they could have done this. Oh, they did this in the book. Yeah, well, the book sucks. So we changed it. You know? Hey, I'm just saying it can suck. The source material can suck. So, I don't know. I never read any of that Superman. But here's one thing. People were, apparently there's people out there, and I know I seen scrolling through Twitter, people doing the clickbait. Michael B. Jordan! Here's the thing is like, I think he did an interview a couple years ago. And of course, money talks and bullshit walks, I'm sure. But Michael B. Jordan, if I'm not mistaken, actually came out and said that he didn't want to play Black Superman. He was like, I don't have no desire to do that. And I'm pretty sure he said that in an interview somewhere. I don't know. Pretty sure that I do remember reading that here a couple of years ago. But hey, either way, like I said, yeah, I don't really care because like as long as the movie is good is what I mainly care about. But honestly, I mean, there's plenty of other great characters that they could do with, you know, and not have to do the. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. Who cares how many? It's like just your opinion, man. Yeah. The name is J Clark. What? This J's are silent? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Because women are tough. Just look at all the guys with boob jobs beating the hell out of them in the MMA. Do they print these books on hemp paper with soy ink? I don't know. I kind of wonder that sometimes. Mike Porter says Leslie Jones would be a great Supes. I heard Leslie Jones for Dr. Doom. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. I can see that too. Where's Cooley High at? We need Cooley High up in this piece of shit to make me fucking laugh with his shit. Or his or her shit. That shit fucking cracks me up. Fucking Leslie Jones is Superman. Hey, bitch, get off my cape. I'm trying to fly here. Thomas, what is up? Says it's like anything these days. Check the boxes and call it the must read. Yeah. Or a must see. Phantom Stranger says in 2022, an action film about gay kaiju hit theaters. Oh, it's going to hit theaters? Is it? What? Okay, that's okay. Sorry, just skipped on me. In 2020, an action film about gay kaiju will hit theaters. No, actually, you know what? It's funny. I actually got the book. I got a comic book here that I read. It doesn't have gay kaiju in it, but it's got kaiju in it, and it's a heist. It's a heist movie. It's a heist. Yeah. Ta-Nehisi Coates can get. Well, I'm sure he probably can. Probably can. Jonathan says exactly why I don't buy comics. I always fall for the cover. I know, and that's the thing. I think that's something since the dawn of time that they've always done. It's like, ooh, look at that cover. And you know what's funny is like very rarely do you ever get in the comic book what's on the cover. What's on the cover is usually like in the next issue. Right, like like they'll give you like all that tease and all that leading up to what you seen on the cover of that book you bought, and then that shit happens in the next book. Like you get to see the character that's there on the cover with them at the very end of the book, so you know it's going to be in the next book. It's like, son of a bitch, we got you for this story with that cover. That cover goes for the next book. Yeah, they do that shit too. They do that shit. No Ta-Nehisi Coates, Man of Steel, Broke Parent, King of Monsters. Black Cat, Black Widow, Where's Your White Cat and White Widow comics, Race Trader. I actually do have White Widow. I actually have several White Widow issues. My man Two Gun Pedro even sent me pew pew a couple of great issues of it too. Do you really hate King in Black? I haven't read King in Black because it's Donny Cates. Because it's Donny Cates, I haven't read it. Yeah. Even the Silver. Oh, are you talking about the Silver Surfer Black? I haven't read that one, but I wanted to pick up the trade because I heard it was actually pretty decent too. And you know, I did read Cosmic Ghost Rider. It was pretty good. Can't say it was great. Like I said, like Donny Cates, I just haven't like. I probably need to actually read Donny Cates' indie stuff, not that bullshit on Image. I'm telling you, that crossover bullshit's some bullshit. He's gonna fucking ruin Spawn. But I need to go read some of his other shit. Like, what is it, Black Eyed Kids, I think? I need to go read some of his other stuff. No, he didn't do Black Eyed. Was it him that did Black Eyed Kids? Or am I thinking, what's the other one he did? Sweet Tooth, maybe? I don't know. I think it was that. I can't remember, man. Like I said, I don't read his shit, but like, I need to go back and read some more of his indie type stuff because I've heard that his actual indie stuff, that you know, his stuff was actually better than some of that other stuff. Which, because like I read the first Thor art that he did, and I thought it was pretty decent, but you know, it was pretty cool. But like beyond that, I just really wasn't into it that much. Really didn't like it that much. Secretary Mom just walked into some shit. Yeah, you are now. Bacon Man. You know what, Mike? Ooh, that's what we're gonna put. That's what. Maybe I'll give you a. Maybe I'll make a spam emoji too. I'll make a spam emoji. Yeah, and I need to get I just got one. I actually just got a new emoji finished to put up there. To get put up. Hopefully I can get that done here over the weekend. Get that done. Tell me, have you ever danced with the devil by the pale moonlight? Yeah. We do need more white representation in comics. Nah, I don't think it's not that. You know what it is like there doesn't need to be. It's not even about representation. What they need to do is they need to just look. This whole thing going on in the comics, even in the movies with all the race swaps and all that bullshit. The issue there is you don't need to do that. That is the shit that pisses people off. Right? As in, like you took Superman, there's been Superman for fucking 80 years, and now all of a sudden he's black? What? Like, you couldn't just make another character? I mean, there's plenty of other, you just create a new character. You don't have to get rid of the old ones, You can keep them there. You can keep those characters there. Chances are they're the money makers that started making your money. But create new characters. I'll tell you, myself, for one, I like new characters. I want something new. I want to invest in that new character, in that new series. I do because I want something to feel a little refreshed. And you know what? Here's the thing, is it doesn't have to be completely original. It doesn't have to be completely original. It doesn't have to be something like, oh, we're breaking the mold here. We're doing something that nobody else has ever done. Look, one of my favorite comic books from 2 years ago, from 2019, was Neon Future on Impact Theory Comics. Neon Future is one of these books that it's I'm telling you, like, you read the book, you're like, oh, it's like fucking Blade Runner meets The Matrix meets, like you know, Clay's kind of a weenie, but you know, he sacks up a little bit, right? Right? He's got this hot chick girlfriend that's got, you know, she's got like upgraded parts on her body and shit. She got the shaved side of the head with the little cornrows. But it's a great fucking book, right? And they're not really pushing anything. What you see is you see people struggling and they're just going through a story. It's just fucking good, right? And that's what I'm saying. A lot of this, and here's the thing, when I'm talking about like a lot of these books that I read, it's not that the writing is bad in them. I read a lot of, and that's the thing. That's why I don't really bitch about a whole lot of them, because I read a lot of books that are really good. But it's just like, you don't have to follow this same fucking trope. It's tired. It's old. Just like, can you just let it be? Right? Like, you don't have to put this whole hyper emphasis on bullshit. Just like I said, like the other one I was talking about, Scout's Honor. Great. It was a good book. Good book. But like, I'm telling you, by the third fucking page, you're like, okay, this kid is going to end up being a fucking girl. I already know it. Right? What's the other thing I knew was going to happen in that book that you didn't have to do if you're going to do all that? You know what I'm talking about. She didn't have to, you know, the boy didn't have to kiss her, thinking that he was another boy, thinking that he was in again. Oh, right? And it was funny because in the book, the girl, even went through that, she's like, oh, does he know that I'm a girl? Oh, and then she gets sickened out. She's like, oh my God, no, he thinks I'm a boy and he tried to kiss me. He doesn't know I'm a girl. I was like, how are you going to be fucking disgusted by the dude trying to kiss you, thinking that you're a dude and being disgusted by that when you're presenting yourself as a dude? The thing is you didn't have to do it. You can just be the girl who's trying to be in the Boy Scouts and goes and kicks everyone's asses. You don't have to have a fucking love affair with the fucking head scout's fucking son. It's like, it's predictable, right? It's predictable. I'm telling you, I got through the first, and like I said, it's not a bad book. It's just that shit right there is like, well, seen that coming a mile away. Now let's get on with the rest of the story. You know? And here's the thing is like, so far in the book also, they haven't hyper emphasized on any of that stuff either. They haven't made it a big deal that the boy kissed the boy, and they, you know, other than the fact that the girl is impersonating a boy and trying to be in the Ranger Scouts here, the like other than that, there's not anything. You know, it's just like, but it's predictable, but it's decent. You know what I'm saying? It's just some of the stuff you didn't have to do. Like, we get the point. Like, we kind of get it. We get it. Believe me, when I first open the pages of a comic book and I see a post-apocalyptic world of a bunch of people living underground for a long time, and it's all a bunch of dudes, it's a fucking sausage party, believe me, I don't for one fucking second think that there's not a gay person in there, that there wasn't dudes in there who got a little bit lonely and started humping each other. I don't for one second think that didn't happen. It's not like a possibility. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, you hear all that story of them pirates, right? Them pirates and those mermaids. We all know what them mermaids were, right? We know what them goddamn mermaids were. Yeah. I tell you that story, you start thinking about like all those dudes on a ship with no women, and they're talking about having sex with mermaids. Who are they really having sex with? Who are they really lying to here? Is that just like to make themselves feel better about it? Right? Like, doesn't it? I'm just saying. You don't have to do it. Because when you do it, it's fucking predictable. And it's one of those things like, you know, I get it. You know, I get it. You want to put that in the story, and that's fine. Like I said, but you get it. It's like, it's predictable. oh, pretty good, predictable. You know, like all these kinds of things like that are just that way. And you know, like it's if you could make it to a point where it wasn't predictable, that might make it a little bit more interesting. But that's not what I typically see. Hell, these days I'm halfway fucking surprised when I see straight characters in a comic book. But again, like I said, it's not like they're bad or anything like that. It's just like, yeah, like you're not even swinging for the fences. Like you're taking the fucking, like you're literally, you know what? You're taking the low hanging fruit. That's what it is. That's what it is. So you are one of the favorite people for YouTube comics because of how real you are until you've been through some shit. Yeah, I have. Here and there, yeah, here and there. Yeah. I like how Ten of Swords ended, though. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Ten of Swords, it was okay. It was okay. Yeah. Blah, blah, blank and blah, blah. Oh, Apocalypse is so underrated. Yeah, absolutely. And I know you're not talking about the X-Men movie. I know you're talking about, like, actual, yeah. Landon TLB, how are you doing? Phantom Stranger says, Hickman won't get money, fam. I just want, I'll just wait for people to post spoiler reviews of anything X. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Yeah. And maybe, you know what? And that's what a lot of people want. Like, maybe I need to get back into the X books because that's what gets all the, like, of all comic book reviews, that's the shit that gets clicks and views, man. Like, nobody fucking cares about comic book reviews. What people do like doing, like, especially like a lot of the comic book community, people I watch the streams and shit though, what they do like, cause like I said, the comic book reviews, no, like nobody gives a fuck, man. And like I do them because they're easy videos, and I haven't done them in a while because like they're easy videos, and it's kind of like nobody gives a fuck about them. The thing is like, I like doing them so like people can hopefully, you know, see what somebody thinks about it. But I know what a lot of the comic community does is they actually just do live streams and they get together and they hang out and they just bullshit about the comic books and you know what they thought about them and shit like that. Not necessarily reviews, you know what I mean? Yeah, no, I need to get some people back on this piece of shit that read fucking comics, right? Maybe I should reach out to that insufferable son of a bitch Chris and see if he wants to come back on again. I don't know about Dylan. I think Dylan said fuck Trinity, man. He don't even come by and say what's up anymore. Maybe it's because I'm always lurking in his streams and I know I'm always lurking in and listening in. What few he does nowadays on his horror shows. I'm just listening in. Like I'm watching you still, Dylan. Okay. Oh man, chat just skipped on me. That was 30 minutes ago. I know. That was 30 minutes ago. Yeah. I just bought the new X-Men Omnibus. Grant Morrison plus Frank quietly equals the only X-Men that matters. Nice. Hell yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, and I've been actually looking into, you know, want to get some old like trades and shit like that, some omnibuses and stuff like that as well. Just like some of the older stuff. And you know what I want to get? I want to get the Avengers shit. I want to get like some Avengers omnibuses or some shit and get all those like I don't even give a shit if it's a compendium and like them fucking Invincible compendiums that are like that fucking thick, man. I would like that of just like the original Avengers runs, like 1 through fucking whatever. I would like that. Because a lot of those books, like I said, I've been reading through that Vision and Scarlet Witch series that came out in the 80s, both of them. And then going back and as the MCU has gone on here over the past couple of years, I've been going back on Marvel Unlimited and reading a lot of those original Avengers run here and there, like Avengers number 9. Then I'll go read Avengers number 6. And then it's like Avengers. It's like, you know what? I just need to start at the fucking beginning and just read them all. But they're all fucking great. They're all so great. Now, the thing is, they're like, you could look at them and say, like, yeah, it's a little cheesy, the art, you know, but at that time, thinking about it, and even now, thinking about, like, the stories and everything, like, they're fucking great. They're just fucking great. Like, and that's the thing is, like, I read them and I'm kind of excited by them, you know? And that's what I look at now. I look at a lot of the Marvel and DC books that well, DC not so much because I was only really being selective and reading the good ones. And but Marvel, like some of the books, like even Spider-Man, just like I'm reading it, I'm reading it. That's it. It's not exciting and shit. Like like when it comes to like a Spider-Man book, I should be fucking pumped to read Spider-Man every week. Every time I put down a goddamn issue of The Amazing Spider-Man, I should be like, fuck, I can't wait for next month. The next month should get here and I should pick up the book and I'd be like, ah, right? You know, like that girl you see in the little video that's all over, you know, you see where she's at the birthday party, she picks up the punch bowl and she smashes it on the ground. Just like that. I should feel like that every time I put down and get ready to pick up an Amazing Spider-Man book. But I don't. I should feel that way every time I pick up a Black Widow comic book. And I did for about 5 issues back in 2019. But no more. No more. Parker and I like to post emojis. How's my favorite Porter emoji going? It's going good. I've actually got two different ones. The one of them's about ready to go. The one of them's ready to go. I'll try to get it uploaded tomorrow. Mike Porter's the real OG of the team, just like an enforcer. Yeah. Black Superman sounds like a blooper. Man, hope it's a Steel remake. Yeah, I think they said it's gonna be a Superman movie, but here's the thing: is like in the report, I don't think they said anything about him gonna write a Black Batman. I think a lot of people are just saying that, repeating that because, well, for one, it gets clicks and views. But I'm not sure that there was anything actually official. I didn't look into. I've been busy today, so I didn't see any of the official reports. I've just seen people talking about it. I enjoyed the episode, but I didn't like the ending. It was great overall, says Landon. Oh, yeah, yo, today's episode? No, it was great, man. It was great. Me and Mike once lagged out of stream with our emoji so much that Patricia got mad at us. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, Sweet Tooth. All right, yeah. They're making a show on Hulu based off that comic. Oh, with Sweet Tooth? All right. I can see that. What up? The Bodacious Black Bat. That level was playing on some Black Ops Zombies. Nice. Sweet Tooth is Lemire. Okay, Lemire. Okay, Sweet Tooth is... Okay, so then what's the... Okay, it's Baby Teeth then. Baby Teeth is the one that Donnie Cates then. Baby Teeth. That must be it then. Okay. Sweet Tooth is Lemire. All right. Yeah. I was reading Lemire's Family Tree. I only got through the first, 4 issues. It was okay. It was okay. It seemed like too much. And I was just like, I don't want to continue reading it. But it was decent. You guys read the new... You guys see the new Invincible clip? I haven't. I've never read the book. I need to. They got those compendiums at my LCS. I was like, should I go get those? I don't know, man. But I think they're like, what are they, like $60, $59? And they're like, dude, they're like that, man. Like, you're on the subway, somebody try to mug you and shit. You just fucking chuck them upside the head with that thing, dude. LB, what is up, my man? Says, I am here. Yeah. Shit, they have Steel Icon, Bronze Tiger, and Black Lightning. Yeah. All kinds of good ones. Yeah. Bring back the heterosexual Bobby Drake. Yeah, absolutely. See, and that's the thing. Like all of that stuff, and that's the whole issue. Look, in the comic books, even in the movies, I wouldn't even say it necessarily applies to the movies, but I think majorly, since we're talking about if we're talking about comic book films and movies, based off of the comic books, I think that's where it comes in. Is in the source material, don't get rid of the original suit, don't get rid of Spider, just create new characters. And I know everybody likes to argue about Miles Morales Spider-Man. He's different than Peter Parker. Dude, look. Any of the Miles Morales Spider-Man that I have read, which is quite a bit, is just like Peter Parker Spider-Man. It's just like Peter Parker Spider-Man. It's just come up with a new character. He can be friends with Spider-Man. He can be mentored by Spider-Man. He can be buddies. They can do team-ups. They can do all that bullshit. Just create somebody new. Just create new characters. Look, it can be done. Last year, well, it wasn't last year. It started the year before, I think. They did Arrow on Marvel Comics. Arrow was a good book. It was like manga. Look, I've got the poster right over there. It was manga based. Swordmaster right next to it. Manga based. They were these Chinese characters. Very fucking cool. I thought they were great. You know what? Nobody read them. You know what though? They were good books. Yeah, man. That's the thing. Just make it can be done. It can be done. Look, you wouldn't be getting any good movies out there if people couldn't write stories with good characters, not just, you know, taking whatever there is already and just changing it, doing fucking reboots and all that bullshit, you know. And believe me, I'm not one of those people that's against reboots. I'm okay with reboots, remakes, and shit, but do it good. No. Let's see. LB says I like how people assuming Superman is going to be black because the new one will have a black rider. Yeah, exactly, LB. I know, and that's what I said earlier. Like I didn't read the official reports on it, but like everybody sees that Ta-Nehisi Coates is doing it, and like I don't know who it was that started the clickbait, but they're like oh, you want to be a black Superman? Like I didn't read the official report, but from where I first heard it from, they read the report and it didn't sound like they were going to do that. But I was like, I know plenty of people are going to insinuate it. Plenty of people are going to, and you know, whatever. It's whatever. But yeah, I know that's the same thing. I remember sitting there thinking like, the same thing. Like, hey, like, you know, they're going to run with that one. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan is attached to star in the J.J. Abrams Superman. Is he? I'm not sure that he is though. Because like I was saying earlier, which you know, was probably back when you wrote that comment, I'm pretty sure that Michael B. Jordan a couple of years ago did an interview where he was talking. He's like, I don't want to be Black Superman. He just didn't want to do that. I could be wrong though. At Trinity's Neon Future tangent. What's wrong with Neon Future? I love Neon Future. It's a great book. Fear the Callisto. Yeah, man. Yeah, buddy. What's popping? Not much, man. What's up? He dug her big D K and she just Oh man. Love a good rant, right? Oh man. Can't wait to have a beer with you peoples. One of these days, man, we're gonna do it. We're gonna one of these days we're all gonna it's gonna happen. It'll happen. Tony got paid 6 months of rent through the $5 super chats today. Michael B, you've done a great service to this country. Oh man, yeah. Please, okay. Send Veed some sexy comics on Discord, please. Oh, all right. Need some sexy comics. All right. We'll see what we can find for you. Yeah, Comic-Con or something. Yeah, absolutely. At subterranean parties in comics. What are you talking about? Circle Jerks content is high on the sausage party trailer park. Yeah. Oh, Mike, you're killing me, man. Oh, man. You're killing me. Yeah. Lord Veedo, we are Nerd Vengers and Myrtle Maniacs. Yes. Yeah. Myrtle Maniacs strong. Yeah, maybe we'll be Valzad. Yeah, it could be. I can see Michael Jordan playing great Valzad. Yeah. Well, and here's the thing: is like Michael Jordan's a pretty good actor. Or Michael B. Jordan. He's a pretty good actor. I myself can't say that he's great, but the stuff I've seen him in, he's done very good. I would go so far as to say he's great. I would say great, but I haven't seen him enough to really give him that emphasis on it. But the stuff I've seen him in good, because even like in Black Panther, I like his portrayal of Killmonger. There was some stuff in there I'm kind of like, eh. But for the most part, I thought his actual portrayal of that character of Killmonger was fucking great. Like, what was that? Creed? I watched the first one. It was like, it was all right. I can't remember. I know I've seen him in some other stuff, but he's a decent actor. He's a pretty good actor. Yeah. Seen the episode 9 3 times today. Dang. Yeah, I want to pick up the Enos Punisher run. Yeah, don't pick up the recent one. Like, I think it was called Punisher Soviet. I read that and it sucked. It just seemed too predictable, and it was just like, and the art in it was But I did hear his Punisher Max series. Like, I heard that shit was great. I heard that stuff was good. I also heard, is he the one that does Garth Ennis? Is he the one that does the Crossed books? I think on Avatar Press. Is it Crossed? I heard those are fucking crazy. I heard those are really crazy. Punisher best hand Punisher hands down. Yeah, you know, and that's oh god, what's that other one I wanted to check out? War Machine Punisher. But I don't that's definitely not him. I think War Machine Punisher might have been, oh man, was Matthew Rosenberg War Machine Punisher? People are tripping because Coates sucks ass. Yeah, and that's what I was saying earlier. Like I've read he was rumored to have pitched a black suit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not really for sure on that. Like I said, I'll have to go read the official reports on it. I have to read the official reports on that. But I'll tell you the one thing. Like I was saying earlier, Black Bat is. I read, like I've got, I can go get him out of the garage right now. I've got the first 25 issues of the recent Captain America run, and the first 10 issues, they were okay. They were pretty good. I really did like the first arc actually, and then the second arc, you know, the next 5 issues, like okay, but then after that, it just really kind of started falling off. It was like, I went off into this. It just got not very good. The art went way downhill, and it was kind of like, and you know, it's 25 issues, and I'm like, I think this is more than enough at this point. I'm just buying the Alex Ross covers, and that's it. I mean, episode 8, yeah. See, Mike Porter, I thought you were actually with Lord Feige, and you were serious, and you actually seen it. Like I wasn't even gonna doubt that shit. I'm like, that's my man, Mike Porter, right there, man. The Porter Patrol. I am 0223. How are you doing? Says Black Superman is weak now. Meteor Man. Now that's somebody I can get behind. Dude, you know what? I love that dude. Robert Townsend in the Meteor Man movies, dude. Like I wasn't a kid. I was. Would I have been a teenager when that came out? I guess even a teenager was a kid. But dude, when Meteor Man came out, dude, I fucking loved that movie. I fucking loved Meteor Man. Robert Townsend was great. It was great. And you know what, dude? Like, and you know Robert Townsend, dude. You know Robert Townsend. He's got that fucking mustache. He's got big old thick. Yeah, you know he got that. Yeah, you know he got that big old thick ass. Dude, he was fucking great, man. I loved Meteor Man. I loved Meteor Man when I was growing up, dude. I loved it. Just like, you know what? Somebody else the other day. Here's the thing. Some son of a bitch. I heard one of these grifters the other day on YouTube. They were talking. I think it was they had to have been talking about the whole Gina Carano thing, and they were talking about Carl Weathers. You know, came to Rudy fans, and they were talking about, oh, he was so great, and this and that, and this and that, and blah blah blah. They're talking about. I'm like, dude, you didn't even bring up fucking Action Jackson, motherfucker. You didn't even bring up Action Jackson. You're talking about fucking Carl Weathers. You're bullshitting me. You have no fucking clue who Carl Weathers is if the first fucking movie that didn't come out of your mouth was Action Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. Dude, and my mom too. My mother, she fucking loved Action Jackson. She loved Action Jackson, man. That shit was good too. But you know, it's funny. That actually kind of brings me into something else. Like thinking about something else. Thinking of Action Jackson and just stuff like that back in the 80s and stuff. Action movies reminds me of something. A conversation like Adam was having on Fanjecture the other day when he was talking about Billy Crystal. And Billy Crystal's a great fucking actor too, right? Billy Crystal's fucking great. But remember Gregory Hines too? Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines. They did that movie Running Scared back in the 80s with Jimmy Smits and shit. God, man, Joe Pantoliano is in that too. God dang, man. Anyway, dude, Running Scared is a fucking great movie. I don't even know how we get there. Like, yeah, anyway. Yeah. But yeah, Meteor Man was great. Yeah, Meteor Man is a great movie. I need to buy that shit. That is a good one. I'm surprised I don't own that, actually. That and Blank Man too. Blank Man was another good one. And one I'm really surprised that I don't own. I always had a hard time finding it to watch when I was a kid, because I remember, I think we had recorded it off satellite at some point, and we recorded it over or something, could never find it. Was I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Dude, I loved that goddamn movie when I was growing up, man. I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker was a classic. Was that? Nah, man. I wasn't screaming. I was whistling. Motherfucker couldn't even whistle. Oh, dude, that was the best. By the time Trinity reads this, WandaVision series will be over. Yeah, probably. Oh man, Mike has already seen the WandaVision finale 3 times already. Yep, 3 times. You see my dolphin comment? No, what was the dolphin comment? What was the dolphin comment? I must have missed it. The chat, it's been jumping on me here. Been jumping on me here. Man. Yeah, I must have missed it. I must have missed the dolphin comment. I missed the dolphin comment. He's too political, heavy-handed with the politics. Yeah, and that's the thing is like when the recent Captain America run first started off, like it started off with a really cool story, but it's cuz you know what, honestly, and I know a lot of people didn't like the whole Hydra Caps thing. Like that's the shit that got me back into reading comics again. But a whole lot of people didn't like the whole Hydra Cap thing, and then coming out of that, like I really liked that story that he was telling at first. Like the first 5 issues were great, where Captain America was actually coming back, trying to deal with and gain back the trust of the American people because they're like, oh, he's Steve-O. And he was like, those first 5 issues were really good. Then the next 5 issues were kind of, you know, and then you know, like I think it by that 10th, because I think God, what was it? It was by issue like 6 when he started going into jail and everything, right? Isn't that when he got sent into prison and he was there with Strucker and everything? It was just like, by that point, it started to get like a little bit of the prison stuff kind of got cool. But then by the time he was actually in the prison and that kind of started, it's like, okay, like it's getting a little, yeah, a little, I don't know, just like a little on the nose there. Yeah. David Allen Greer from In Living Color played Blankman's sidekick. Yeah. I found the bomb, but not the one we're looking for. Yeah, man. And who was the guy? The guy who played the boss, the evil henchman boss in that one. He always played like the evil henchman boss in like all the those 80s flicks and shit. Yeah, man. Yeah. But that's funny. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. Like I said, even like LB was saying, you know, like everybody is kind of running with that story that that they did say it's going to be a Black Superman. I don't know if it's going to be a Black Superman, but you know, Bodacious Black Bad is saying that he pitched that. Like I said, I'm not really for sure, but all I gotta say is that, you know, like I said, but the thing you're gonna hear when it comes to all this stuff is people are gonna be like, oh, what's the problem? Oh, they did it in the comics and all this and that. Like I was saying earlier, just because they did something in the comics doesn't mean it was good then. Doesn't mean it's good now. I mean, maybe if it was Kevin Feige in charge of it, I might actually trust him. But we got J.J. Abrams in charge of that shit. And I guess the good thing is, like with the J.J. Abrams production, is at least we know that the first half of the movie will be pretty good. The first half of the movie will be pretty good. Like you'll get sucked into it, be like, yes! And then the rest of the movie will go on, you'll be like, alright. And that's about it. Oh man. You were talking about guys on ships talking about mermaids. They were actually bonking dolphins. Oh. Yeah, I must have missed that. I did miss that one. That's funny, man. That's funny. Guys, what else I got? I think that's really about it for today, guys. I don't really have anything else. Unless you guys have anything. I will say, I was on the interwebs today. Actually, you know what it is? Fucking Instagram, dude. I don't know what it is about that bullshit. I was on Instagram, and I seen the CD, this like CD collection coming out of a Devin Townsend collection of this live performance and shit that he did. And I was like, oh, damn it. Why do I want to get that? Why do I want to order that shit? And just like I was talking about the other day, guys, I got that new Anthrax For All Kings album in, you know, an album I've been listening to, but I finally actually own it now. I didn't have the physical copy of it, just had the digital, and I got that. But I got a stack of other like Anthrax CDs. I was like, man, maybe I need to purchase these ones too, because a couple of them were like 30th anniversary re-releases, and there's actually a couple that I just need to get all together. I was just like, dang it. But I didn't think you actually read that comment. Oh, weird. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, anything goes here on the Trailer Park Live, man. You know that, man. You know what? I've been reading this again. This one right here. I love this book. Kill Crazy Nymphos Attack. This is just such a good book. Like, look, here's some of the greatness that you get in a book like this, right? This is what happens when the Kill Crazy Nymphos attack. Is this bloody, horrific scene inside of a church. Let me see this right here too. This is pretty. I'm telling you, this book is hilarious. This book is hilarious. It's funny, and it's actually got some. It's got some like some really good storytelling in here. You know, I'm thinking maybe one of these days for the channel members, I actually just need to. Maybe we should just do a read through of this for you guys. For channel members only, we'll do a video, and maybe I'll just like sit there and read it to you and show you the art as I read it and stuff, or you can read it yourself. I don't know. Because this book is fucking excellent. But here's the thing: is chances are you probably can't go buy this just anywhere. Your chances of finding this to actually read it, I mean, unless there might be digital bootlegs flying around out there, you can probably find it somewhere on one of those bootleg sites. But chances are you wouldn't get a chance to read this probably ever. And if you did, on a printed copy like this, it's expensive. So I was thinking, like, maybe one of these days with the channel members, maybe I need to sit down and read this, open this book up, get the camera out, and let you guys see this book for all the greatness that it is. Because I'm telling you, it's great. Written by Daniel Way and Jen and Sylvia Soska. I'm telling you, dude, like, I love this book. But anyway, let's see. I'm trying to chat and stream playing zombies at the same time. Oh, no, you're all good, Bodacious Black Bat. All good, man. Get those zombies, dude. Get those zombies. Kill them. Mike Porter says The Offspring has a new song out. Album drops in April. First time in 9 years. Nice. That's good. You know what? That's good hearing from The Offspring, because, like, if you came in here spouting off some crap about, like, Green Day or something, I'd be like, oh, God. Oh, Green Day. That's like some of the worst crap of the 90s. Like, you know what? You know what I'd rather take? You know what I'd rather have than a new Green Day album? I'd rather have a new Nirvana album. And yeah, I know that guy. Yeah. Even dead, probably still better. But I would rather have a new Nirvana album with Courtney Love singing on it than a new Green Day album. Ugh. Man. You know what? I think I would rather have a new Nickelback album. Why they get so much heat? I'd rather listen to a new Nickelback album than Linkin Park. Or, who was the other guys I was just talking about? Yeah, those guys too. Green Day. Blech. But yeah, Offspring, that's awesome, man. I love Offspring. I really liked Smash. I really liked that album. And then they had a couple of those hits hits afterward. But yeah. Green Day has a new song out. I don't like it. Good deal, Mike Porter, my man. I'm 0223 says, you think they might give us Black Widow this year? You know what? Look, Black Widow is like my favorite character in Marvel Comics, man. At this point, especially, Peter Parker ain't doing nothing. But I sure hope so. Cause like really at this point, I'm at the point where I'm almost ready to stop caring. And I'm almost ready, not to boycott or anything, but I'm almost ready to just be like, you know what? Don't even care. I just don't even care. Don't even care. If you're gonna delay it again, like seriously, if they delay it, like I don't give a shit if theaters aren't open here in California. Release the damn movie in the theaters so you can eventually, in 30, 60, 90 days, put it on Disney Plus. I don't care if it's the 30, 60 days later and you have to charge me that premium $20 or whatever for it. I'll pay it. Do whatever you have to do to get the movie where I can watch it. That's all I want. I don't give a shit if you put it on Disney Plus at $50 premium. I will pay it. But let me see the damn movie. Just let me see the movie. If you're gonna stick to the whole theater thing and have their back, put it in the theaters right now. There's theaters open. Just put it in the theaters so we can go watch the movie. At this point, you know what? I bet you about 3 months ago, if they would have had it at the movie theater out in Vegas that's open, I would have went to go see it. But I'm telling you, at this point right now, if theaters were closed here in California and it was in the theater in Vegas and that was an option, you know what? I wouldn't go see it at this point. I'm like, at this point, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. No. I want to see the movie so bad, but I'm not. At this point, you've got me completely disengaged. You've almost got me halfway triggered about wanting to see this movie so much, and you're going to delay. Yeah, no. Yeah, they just need to put the damn movie out. They just need to put the damn movie out. They just need to put the movie out. They just need to put it out. Keep getting Knock trying to send messages in the chat. Oh, yeah, man. Keep playing your game. Yeah, don't do that. I did like Dookie from Green Day and American Idiot, but not their new stuff. Yeah, I think Dookie was probably about the extent of their. It was the pinnacle for them, which was really the beginning too, wasn't it? And God, what's the other one? American Idiot. Was that their? That was a couple albums after that, I think, wasn't it? It wasn't the next one after that. Yeah, the new stuff. Yeah, they needed to drop Black Widow on Disney Plus. Yeah, same day as theaters. Yeah, and I seriously doubt they're gonna do that because they've, Kevin Feige's come out and said they want to stick to the theater model with it and everything. And hey, I get it. Believe me, I love theaters. I want to go see it at the theater. I'm all for supporting movie theaters, but this isn't one of those movies like a lot of these movies where you can just keep putting it off and putting it off. It's tied into to a larger universe of things. Now the thing is if they keep delaying Black Widow, they're gonna delay Eternals. They're gonna delay Doctor Strange 2. They're gonna delay Spider-Man 3. They're gonna have to delay all of them if they're the longer they delay that one, they're gonna have to delay the rest of those movies. If they do it, there's no we'll just save Black Widow for next year. And we'll go ahead and put out Eternals, before that, and we'll put out Doctor Strange before that, and it's kind of holding up your whole thing here. It's not holding up your TV series because your TV series are expanding other things. But let's not for 1 second act like Black Widow isn't going to expand something in this universe that needs to happen before we get some of these other films that are getting ready to come out. And that's the thing. Some of these things can happen. Some of them probably still going to wait on that Black Widow stuff. So, they need to put the damn movie out. They just need to put it out. Yeah, I'll play. Yeah, $30 right now. $30. Yeah, absolutely. I plan to say a dark humor joke every Friday at 12:30 during the streams, and I'm not going to say one right now. No, do not read this out. What? Plan to say a dark humor joke every Friday at 12:30 during the streams. What are you talking about? No, do not. That's fine. You're supposed to put the note before that. That's not that bad, Landon. Why can't orphans play baseball? They don't know where home is. That's terrible. Fatal J. Fatal, are you in here spamming your own name, man, in capital letters? You trying to trigger me with them capital letters? Fatal, what you doing, man? When's that Indiegogo dropping, son? And I know a long time ago you did the whole email list thing. Did you just collect my email and sell my information? You son of a bitch, because I haven't got any updates from that email. I haven't got any updates from that. Maybe I need to go sign back. Maybe maybe the email service you were using is about as good as YouTube notifications. Oh man, but I can't wait to check that out, man. Waiting for it, man. Waiting for it. Or I thought it was because we needed parent consent to play. Silly me. To play what? What? Oh, the orphans. Okay, I'm like, what? Oh, they need to put the MCU out between theaters that are open and VOD on Disney Plus. Yeah, absolutely, 100%, 100%. I mean, like, is there really any? There's really no reason to not put it out at this point. I mean, I know you want to make money. They're not gonna make the kind of money they want to. Putting it on Disney Plus, even if they put it at $20, $30, $50, they're not gonna make the money they want to. But they need to just put the movie out, because the longer they wait, the less money it's gonna make. And even if they put it out in theaters tomorrow, it's not gonna make very much money. Not because it's a bad movie, not because everyone hates, but because people just aren't really probably gonna flock to the theaters for any movie right now, let alone Black Widow, right? Even if it is part of the MCU. So yeah. Updates coming. All right, man. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Can't wait, dude. Can't wait. Waiting for it, dude. Yeah. You know the Myrtle Maniacs are going to be there and have your back. Speaking of which, Myrtle Maniacs, we're going to do a stream this weekend. We got to get together. Guys, Myrtle Maniacs, go out there. Get on Kickstarter. Get on Indiegogo. Get on Twitter, and you could probably post something and ask, what are some crowdfunded comic books that we need to look at funding here over this next month? I've got a couple of projects in mind. One of them is issue number 2 of Area 51, the Helix Project, one that we backed the first issue of. That's one of them. The other one is, I know soon enough, I believe Darth Daddy is getting ready to launch his second book as well. But there are plenty of other books out there I've seen going to be launching and everything. I know Brian Pulido just launched a new book, and I still haven't released a new video of Mel Hydra yet, where we actually got in another book, did an unboxing there of the Coffin Comics of the Hell Witch. Still got to do that, but there's that. I can almost guarantee you that we should be getting Common America Volume 3 in soon, and that one just came. I think we just backed that one in December. And we've got several other projects that are just waiting to come through in the mail. I know we've got Impossible Stars from Richard C. Meyer. So, like I'm telling you, we've still got several books out there that we've got waiting to come in, waiting to come in the mail for some of that stuff. But we do have some other projects that we need to go look at funding as well. Like I said, if you can get on Kickstarter, any of the Myrtle Maniacs, get on Kickstarter. Get on Indiegogo, get on Twitter, and talk with any of the creators out there. You can put a post out there like, hey, Comics Twitter, what crowdfunding campaigns are there out there that we should consider looking at? Something looks good. Like I said, I like superheroes, but I like cyberpunk. I like post-apocalyptic kind of stuff. I like that kind of shit. So, and obviously, like Fatal J's shit's coming out, and we're gonna be back in that motherfucker. We're gonna be back in that shit. They can't keep pushing it back. It's delaying. Yeah. Black Widow was supposed to come out before Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's a lead-in. Yeah, it was supposed to, and now Falcon and Winter Soldier's leading into that. And here's the thing: is like it was supposed to do that, but I do know that when the pandemic hit, they kind of reshifted a lot that they were doing with that show. Because originally, apparently, one of the things they were going to be doing within the confines of that show is. One of the things they were going to be doing is there was supposed to be like this virus or something, a pandemic that actually broke out and infected the world. Like people, like it was going to be a virus outbreak. And apparently they went through and they changed a lot of that just due to last year, right? So So they went through and they changed a lot of that kinds of stuff in the script, which I could imagine that doing something like that probably wouldn't be too hard to do. But the one thing I will say about that is it makes me wonder if it had to do with that biological weapon the Rumlow had. You know what I mean? That they were after. The Zodiac is what it was called. Rookie Critic, what is up, man? How are you doing? Cool posters. Yeah, you like that? Yeah, look at that. Everybody likes the one of Esme right there from the Iron Sights book. Everyone likes that one. Everyone always likes the Esme posters. Yeah. Absolutely. How you doing, Jeff? Hope all's well, man. LMI Music, thank you for being here. Well, I think I seen you here earlier as well. It says I know a guy who's been working on Star Wars comic, but I don't know if he's allowed to crowdfunding with anything Star Wars related. At least I know that's the case for fan fictions, but not for sure. Yeah, and that's the thing is because it's a license, because you would have to have it licensed by them if you're using their characters. So like the thing is like, here's the thing is like I think I could be wrong here. I could be wrong. When it comes, it's tricky when it comes to copyright stuff. I think what can happen is, and I could be wrong. Again, I could be wrong. I won't confess to know about it. But I know some of this kind of broke down. My friend was telling me about it. He's a musician. Was telling me about some of the stuff pertaining to music, per se. But if you make it, like say he does the fan fiction, writes it and everything, doesn't have permission or whatnot, can sell it as long as they don't turn a profit. They can't make money. It's basically got to be for free. The thing is, you'd have people backing it or whatnot, but all the money would have to go into the production costs and stuff like that, and you couldn't actually make money on it, as far as I know. Now, to me, that would actually mean that, like, does that mean that you can't take money to pay the writer, the artist, and all that stuff? Like, it's all got to be free? That seems a little bit, but again, I don't know. I don't know about any of that bullshit. But that's what one of my friends was telling me, like, with stuff like that. Like, you can't make you can't make money from it, turn a profit, and you definitely can't do like money, like it really has to deal with the provinces. I can't remember, like, not the provinces. What the fuck are we in England? Jesus Christ. But it really had to do with where you were at and like some of the laws. Like, I won't confess to him about the bullshit, but it has to do with some of that kind of bullshit, like not making money or making money. Oh man, what's the one? The one. Oh, that one right there. That's from the Devin Townsend project. Ziltoid 2. Ziltoid the Omniscient. Of course that. I mean, that's, you know, hey, who doesn't like Boris Viejo and Julie Bell? But yeah, man. And here's the thing: is like, you know what your friends should do, LMI Music, instead of making a Star Wars comic book, you know what you should do is just change it. Make something else. Like, make something fucking better than Star Wars, you know? Yeah. Star Wars Theory encouraged people back in by buying shirts and other stuff that he would put into making his fan film, so he makes no profit on the project. Okay, so yeah, as I'm saying, I think that is kind of what it is. Like, you can do it, but you can't make money on it. And I think for a lot of people, like, if they're that passionate, they will go ahead and do it. But like, at that point, like, you're just doing it, and then people from Star Wars are just gonna come out and tell you you're a fucking crybaby anyway. Fucking assholes. Different story though. Different story for a different time. Oh yeah, Broly. Yeah, even got the Broly. Yeah, got the Broly right there. Yeah, man. Even got it there with launch. Yeah. See right there. Yeah. 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 Got my Dragon Balls there too. Yee. Oh. No, zooming out. Zooming out. There we go. There we go. Yeah. I feel like that makes sense. Like, use all the funding, paying people, and actually for production, but once the production is done, give it away for free, kind of a thing, which is what he's planning to do anyways. Yeah, okay, yeah. Plus, yeah, exactly. And that, yeah, exactly, Rookie, that people want original shit. And that's the thing is, like, even coming up with a space adventure kind of thing that would be like similar to Star Wars, and that's what I was saying earlier too. Even with the story, like to do something completely original is hard to do. But even if you did something that's like similar to that, people will get into it. People will get into it if it's written well. That's really all it takes. Like, and that's what I was saying earlier. Like with changing characters and all this stuff, you know, when they do the race changes and all that stuff, what makes people mad is the fact that they do it. You take an old historical, like old characters, and doing that. It's not the fact that you're doing, like, you can take and make interesting new characters, and they can fit whatever you want them to. And that's the thing is like, and how hard is that to do? I mean, obviously it's somewhat hard, but the thing is, you have to write the story, you have to make it good, you have to get people interested and passionate about it. You think that, like, you think that everybody, like when Star Wars first came out, like everybody fucking loved it and was passionate about it and everything, like, woo! Like, there were people, yeah. But I guarantee you there were people that took time to catch on and everything, and like, oh, hey, like, this is great. Probably for years, maybe not until he's seen the prequel trilogy. I mean, the same thing, like, look at the MCU. Perfect example. You think everybody that loves the MCU now was on fucking... You think they were sitting there back in the theater in 2008 when I was watching fucking every single movie that came out? No. And there's people... And that's not to say that they're not big fans now, but it takes time. You know what I mean? You got to write that new story. You got to tell that new story, and you got to keep telling it and make it interesting and get people to like it, right? And you can't like just make people like it. You got to write a good story. And yeah, and like I said, it doesn't even have to be super original. It's just got to be good. Just got to be good. Yeah. You caught up on the super manga next week? No, I don't. I haven't. No, and that's only the first. That's only Dragon Ball Super 1. The first one, which I think is pretty much just like the God, what was it, like the Battle of Gods movie, the first one that came out. And I need to catch up on all those. But then I was looking at some other mangas at the shop, dude, and I'm sitting like, man, there's these other mangas I need to read, man. Especially like when I look at some of these mangas, they got fucking titties and shit all on them. I'm like, boobs. Yeah. Oh man. Do you want Masoka X? He does projects that were spawned from DBZ, but also makes his original material or spin where he can make his own merch and stories. Nice, yeah. No, I've never seen Masako X. No, never checked it out. Is that like a channel? Is it a channel here on YouTube? I'll have to check that out. Yeah, word of mouth is what makes it big. Absolutely. Well, just like here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, word of mouth, I mean, that's kind of what it is. Like, you get people interested in it. Like, you know, and people are like, oh, hey, this is good. Check it out. You know, just like, you know, and here's the thing is, it feels good every time you turn somebody on to something, right? Like, I'm telling you, like, I hear doing some of the comic book reviews, people said, like, dude, I went and checked out this comic book on your recommendation. It's fucking great. And anytime somebody comes and says that, like a couple of my friends did that with like the Black Widow series, you know, like, dude, I went and bought that book on your suggestion. It's fucking great. And I'm like, fucking home run, man. That's all it is. That's all I want. Something that I like, something that I think is great and I'm passionate about. Like, I just want to share that, and I want other people to go out there and check it out and hopefully enjoy that same shit, right? That's what it's all about. That word of mouth. Absolutely. Real diversity is not the same as pandering. Yeah, absolutely. Well, see, and that's the thing is, like, you know, you think about, like, you know, and I hate all those words too, that like the diversity and all that shit. Like, look, you know, people talking about representation in movies and all this stuff, and I'm like, look, I get the premise of what you're trying to say and do in a lot of these cases, but the fact is like, growing up my whole life, I've seen all these different races of people being in movies and things, and some prominent characters, some not so much. I mean, people act like fucking Sidney Poitier never existed. You know what I mean? People acting like Aretha Kitt was never Catwoman. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Aretha Kitt back in the day as Catwoman is probably what got me a little bit of that fever. But anyway, just saying that there's always been representation out there in movies and TV shows and books and literature and all that stuff. And certainly, I mean, we could sit here and argue all day, like, oh, well, yeah, there's been a majority of white people and everything in all these movies too. And it's like, well, yeah, I mean, but I mean, that's kind of, look at the people who are running Hollywood. That's, I mean, it's really more them to blame. But you also don't just you also can't just take something that was meant to be this and change it to that. You know. And that's really the thing is, like, and just like we're kind of talking about here, you can make original stories and do good things with all these characters and make them fun and interesting. I mean, people do it all the time. I'd swear I seen. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I thought I seen Kendall Davis walk up in here. What is up, man? Yeah, what's up, Kendall? Just finished WandaVision, says. Oh, Jonathan, what'd you think of that bonus credit scene, that post credit or mid credit scene? We could call it post-credit scene technically, couldn't we? What'd you think about that, man? What'd you think about that? I want to know what you thought about that. Love pillows. Oh yeah. People saying yes, it is good. The Joker was word of mouth. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the Joker movie, like, well, that's one of those ones I think a lot of people kind of hyped up. Like, I thought Joker, I thought it was good. I mean, dude, the movies it was paying homage to, I fucking love those movies. I love those movies. But, like, I thought the movie was good, and I'm still sitting there kind of like, it really is just kind of like, they really did just kind of make Taxi Driver and King a comedy. And that, like I said, it's not a bad thing. You could tell it was a really good artsy kind of film, and Todd Phillips came in and knocked the shit out of the park with that movie. But yeah. He has a channel on YouTube, and he voiced Goku in DBZ Abridged. Oh, and I haven't seen the DBZ Abridged either. I haven't watched that neither. But I know what you're talking about. Yeah, shouldn't be forced. Yeah. I mean, and then that's the thing is like. All that stuff happens naturally. It happens naturally, right? All that kinds of stuff happens naturally. And yeah, the thing is like it's hard for people to get used to something new. Like when I used to be a lead on this team, and I had my group of guys, right? And we unloaded these trucks, man, and like we busted ass. We had to fucking work hard, right? And I'm telling you, like I ran my fucking crew good, and I expected them to work hard and everything. And it was always crazy because like we'd get girls, women who applied for the job, to come in and unload these trucks, and get in there and get all sweaty, pull these fucking pallets and shit. Fucking real dude work, right? Real backbreaking work, man. Not really backbreaking, but anyway, we would do that, and we'd get these girls that would come in, and it was always weird because the guys aren't used to it. Telling their perverse jokes and just being dudes, right? Just being dudes. And anytime we got a woman on our crew and everything, always, have to make sure the guys like, guys, calm down. It's a girl. I'm sure you've seen a girl before. And also, we probably gotta cut back on the like. Maybe not the weed and fart jokes, but probably definitely the dick jokes. We probably need to slow down on those a little bit. There's women around, and this is the new millennium, and people are out there suing motherfuckers for sexual harassment and bullshit. So be careful. So you'd have to get the guys used to that. I'd also have to tell the women who come back to like, hey, give me a little bit of time with these guys. We'll get them ready. I'll keep them in line to not be inappropriate for you. And also, the other thing that was great is because most of the women that came back there, it was always great because, for one, they helped keep the guys in check from getting too... Because, look, sometimes the crews would get, they're a bunch of rowdy dudes, man. They're getting all hot and sweaty in the back room. They get loud. They get a little grotesque sometimes. And the managers, they don't like hearing that shit. They don't like hearing it. But it was always great because they would come in and kind of help with that. Guys kind of like, gotta watch what they say a little bit. They gotta be a little bit decent. But the other thing that was always great is the women came back there and they fucking worked, dude. I'm telling you, the women that ever came back there, I was always thankful every time I had a woman on my crew, because most of them, I can't say that there was any of them that actually came back there that weren't kick ass. Like, they came back there, they'd throw the trucks just as good as the dudes, they could fucking stack the pallets just, they actually fucking worked. I never had to ask them to work. The only thing I ever had to do was show them my expectation and how to do the work to my expectation. That's the only thing I really ever had to do. Most of the time, they were the easiest fucking ones to work with. But this was one woman in a group of, 7 to 8 guys. So that's pretty simple. You start tossing more in there, it gets a little bit tricky. Because women have this weird thing, and not all women, but they don't always get along so well. And when you get a few of them together, it's not even like competition, like friendly competition bullshit. Like, they straight up, sometimes they get fucking catty, and that's a lot to deal with. I've seen it. Trust me, I've seen it. Luckily, I never really had to deal with a whole lot of that. I got to deal with a whole lot of, I'm telling you, I got to deal with a lot of good ones. I got to deal with a lot of good ones. A lot of good ones. White Vision equals Spader. Big facts. You think so? You think so? You think it's Spader? Ooh, that would be good. That would be good. Definitely a dope look, but I don't think that's who we think it is. We're looking for the mind of Vision in someone else. They flipped the comic book backwards. Jonathan, I know you weren't here for this morning when I was talking to Chillmonger, but that's exactly what I said. Remember how we were all thinking reverse House of M? They pulled a reverse Wonder Man on us. A reverse Wonder Man, right? They pulled a reverse Wonder Man. Like, where originally Simon Williams was who they used the brainwaves to... Would that essentially be... Anyway, how they used his brainwaves to create Vision, right? And then Grim Reaper came in and was trying to use Vision to recreate Wonder Man. Like, they did reverse. They reversed it. Just like I was talking about this morning on the Boomerang quote. You gotta reverse it. You gotta whip that pussy. They reversed it. Like, I think they took and they used Vision and his brainwaves and made Wonder Man. Right? Or is it Wonder Man? Is it Whizzer? I don't know. The Wizard thing is interesting too. I don't know. Because there was that thing in that first episode where she was talking about you can move at sonic speed and I can move things through the air with magic. Who needs to abbreviate things? But yeah, they pulled a reverse. Yeah, that's what they did. They pulled a reverse Wonder Man on us, right? Instead of reverse House of M, they pulled a reverse Wonder Man. Yeah, it's crazy. And not only that, not only did they pull a reverse Wonder Man, but there's just so much going on. I still think it seemed to me, and I swear, like I'm nerdy about shit. I swear we got another Black Talon reference in this episode. I could be wrong. Could be totally wrong. But tell me, Jonathan, like, there at the very end where you got that bonus credit scene and you seen Hayward together with that other agent there of S.W.O.R.D. I'm telling you, when I was sitting there and they're sitting there looking at that new Vision, I'm like, dude, that reminds me of in the comics when with Necra and because Necra was actually working with Black Talon, but Necra was actually in love with Grim Reaper. It reminded me of that. Like, they were both looking at their creation like, ooh, right? That's what it reminded me of. Man, they ended it so early. I was just lost, to be honest. Wanted to come to the stream. Oh yeah, yeah. What am I talking about? You know me, Landon. I'm flapping my gums. Interesting. So you're saying White Vision equals Wonder Man? I could dig it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think they like Jonathan said too. It seems like they pulled a reverse Wonder Man on us. They pulled a reverse Wonder Man on us. Where originally, like I said, in the comic books, originally Vision was made with Simon Williams brainwaves. I think here obviously they made this new Vision with Visions. And also, you seen his eyes too. His eyes were exactly like Wonder Man's were in the comic books. After he came back, his eyes had that, in the comic books, his eyes had these really, it was all like red with black dots, or was it black with red dots? All in his eyes. They weren't like regular. And that was the interesting thing, seeing that white Vision, was his eyes were like that. They didn't look regular. They look different. Also, the other interesting thing is somebody else was mentioning about the where the jewel would have been in his head. Used a triangle similar to Tony Stark's chest thing that he had in his Iron Man suits. And somebody was like, "Ooh, you think that's?" And I had to correct them. They were like, "Do you think that that's Tony Stark's new element in there?" And I'm like, "No! It can't be Tony Stark's new element, because Tony Stark didn't create a new element, because Tony Stark is a sham. That is the element of the great Dr. Arnim Zola, Hail Hydra, that created that new element." But it very well could be. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Vision, Wonder Man. Yeah. I think they pulled a reverse Wonder Man. Isaiah Gamble, thank you for being here. Says, "Hey man, I just checked out your shop. I was wondering if you sell Pokemon cards there. Answer me when you can." Oh, it's not my shop, but you're talking about bases cards and comics. I'm pretty, yeah, they have Pokemon cards there. Yeah, they got Pokemon cards. Absolutely. Jonathan says, I'm gonna go rewatch your morning stream, catch the hype. Yeah. For all the comic knowledge, bombs. Gotta read this stuff still. All right. Yeah. I'm telling you. And it's the same thing, like Jonathan, you've seen in this series kind of like what I've been talking about here over these past few weeks, where it seems like what's going on here is it seems like the series is really paralleling. Like I said, obviously they're doing some House of N type of stuff in there as well, and we've had some of the stuff from like the Vision series that Tom King did, but the majority of the series really follows that Vision and Scarlet Witch series from the 80s, the first one and the second one. And everything that it's dealing with in there, and that's why I'm watching this series. I'm like, dude, I'm feeling vilified here, because the one thing I've been saying over these past few weeks is I feel like it's going to be just like the Vision and Scarlet Witch series, in the sense that we've seen in the series, people were constantly trying, the government and Grim Reaper kept trying to use Vision to recreate things, to bring people back to life. They were using the witches, the Salem 7. They were using Wanda to try to use her magic, to steal her magic, to become more powerful themselves. And at one point, they even used, they were trying to use other people's powers to resurrect Nicholas Scratch with the Fantastic Four. So and that's what I got, like, and that's what we're seeing here, especially what we learned in this episode was Wanda is creating things. She's like, it's a creation story. She's creating these things out of magic, out of nothing. We can see that Sword is creating out of the stuff that they had available. They're trying to recreate these things. And that's what it's all about. This creation of this AI, this technology and these things. And they're using Vision and Wanda, just like they did in those series, to do that as the spark, if you will, to get it all started. Dude, it's fucking, oh, man, I'm telling you. It's just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, over these past few weeks, I'm like, dude, it is that. It's fucking, it's that. And that's what I've been saying, is they're using them. They're using them. It's coming to fruition. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks. Yeah. Definitely go check them out. They'll be open tomorrow. And they should, I mean, they might be sold out of them, but they typically have the Pokemon cards there. I'm pretty sure I've seen some there when I was there earlier. Now, what specific decks and everything, I'm not for sure of, though. It says, dude, the thumbnail on the stream had me cracking up. What? You don't like Leslie Jones Superman? What about Leslie Jones Doctor Doom? Yeah. John, that's funny, man. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here. I'm probably gonna call it a stream now. How long have we been going? Dude, we've been going almost 2 hours already, man. And here, I started the stream off. I was tired. I thought I was only gonna be going for like a half hour, 45 minutes, man. And that's just how it goes here on a Friday night, man. Just how it goes. We get in here. You know what it is? It's because I cursed during this show, isn't it? It's because I cursed during this show. We're late night, and everybody's like, oh, we're going to get Trinity cursing and saying he might say some stupid shit. He might say some stupid shit that's going to get himself canceled, or something that we can pick on him about later. Make sure he looks like an asshole. I think that's why people show up here on Friday nights, man. Like, especially with some of the past shows. Like, this dude's a little unstable. Is tonight the night? Oh, man, my man Aglax in the building. Says, what's good, CW? Superman is the shit. Dude, I haven't watched it. You're talking about that new series, right? Not Lois and Clark, but the new one, right? I haven't watched it, but the people I've heard reviewing it have said it's pretty good. I just don't watch many TV shows. Otherwise I might go watch it right now if I was really into that. But yeah, I'll have to check it. Maybe I'll have to check it out at some point. And see what I think about it, because I've heard people saying good things about it. How do you see coming to a conclusion to make it about? Well, we don't know for sure that they did yet, Landon. We don't know for sure. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here today. I hope you're all having a very good day. Again, Myrtle Maniacs, we will be getting together this weekend for a live stream, shooting some bull. Maybe we'll go into, maybe we'll go ahead and we'll get into the, into some of the new comic book solicits, and we'll also get into like Kickstarter and Indiegogo and check out some crowdfunding campaigns for the Myrtle Maniacs to go out there and check out a new project to back. So, I'll make sure I'll post a link probably tomorrow. Hopefully we can do something later. I know I've got, it was one of my kids' birthdays here just yesterday. So I've got some family stuff we've got to take care of this weekend. But we're still going to get together. We're going to do a live stream. We'll check out some new crowdfunded comics to go out there and back. We'll probably check out the new comic book solicits and yeah, and stuff like that as well. But thank you all so much for being here tonight. You all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video or live stream. Later.